This is Mindset Success and Leadership Summit with your host, Sophia Davis Fagan. Sophia is an author, life and mindset coach, trainer, and a speaker. She's on a mission to help you to get your mindset at a place where it propels you to take action to achieve your desired success. She'll help you turn your experiences in a book that inspires others. Sophia has brought together 6 experts to share practical tips and strategies you can use to improve yourself and business.
Okay. Hi, welcome to Mindset Success and Leadership Summit. It's a 7-day virtual summit where experts will share practical tips, strategies, and valuable information that you can use to improve not only yourself, but your business. My name is Sophia Davis Fagan. I'm your host. Thank you so much for those who have joined us for the first time today. And for those who have been with us from the start, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Today, our expert speaker will be none other than Zoey Petrak. So let me tell you a little bit about Zoey before I get into everything else. Zoey Petrak is a strategic results mentor. She's a peak performance and strategic intervention coach certified by Robbins Medanes. These people are affiliated to Tony Robbins. You must know Tony Robbins. And she's a certified Ho'oponopono practitioner and inspirational speaker, international best-selling author, transformational leader, entrepreneur, and she's the CEO of Triumph of Success, Inc. Zoey is a teacher with a diploma in law and a degree in global politics, who has been studying laws of success for more than 12 years from the best mentors of the world. For years, Zoey has traveled and studied many of the best mentors in self-mastery, human mind and potential, success, wealth, business mastery, psychology, and personal development fields. Zoey's unique education, her journey, her personal experience, her professional experience, and knowledge give her a truly powerful and one-of-a-kind perspective on how to help her clients connect to the truth and resources within them so they can unleash their true potential, break through self-imposed limitations, get to the next level, and live the fullness of the who they really are in all aspects of their lives. Zoey, that's so much accolades. Thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate you taking the time to come and share with our audience today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's my pleasure being here.
Thank you so much. Happy you're here. So my first question to you is, you've been so successful with your clients and all. What's your journey? Tell us a little bit about how you got started to where you are now.
Mm-hmm. Now, looking back at my life, I can really see that everything led me to this, to teaching this, to doing this kind of work. But it wasn't always so clear. My journey was sometimes meandering. I have a diploma in law and degree in global politics, as you mentioned. I worked in law firms and in the corporate field when I just started. And then I understood that it's not fulfilling me. So I decided to become a teacher, an ESL teacher. That was a first step towards me sharing with people the knowledge that I have. And then I actually felt that because I was studying personal development and self-mastery, as you said, for more than 12 years, I really understood the value of it for my life, for the life of my mentors, people I met when I traveled. I couldn't stop myself from sharing that knowledge. So I really understood, yes, I am the teacher and uplifter at the core of my being. And this is the information that I'm here to bring to people, to teach, to share, to bring tools and practices so they can actually internalize it, apply it, master it, and basically live the fullness of who they really truly are here in every aspect of their life. So that led me to writing books, becoming an international best-selling author in 5 countries, creating online programs, teaching live events, live seminars, having one-on-one clients via Skype or phone, because my clientele is not just based in Canada where I am. It's all over. Looking back, I can really see how every step actually led me to where I am today. And it's a bliss to have it in my life, and it's nice to look back and connect the dots and see how it all unfolded.
Wow, that's a journey. And you've mentioned self-mastery. I think that is one of the things that is missing. We do not seek to know and master self before we try to teach or, train people to do whatever it is that we want to do. So that's powerful. So my next question to you is, what stand in the way, or what stand behind personal and life success? What would you say to our audience that stand between that?
It's everything in life. Everything has a cause, and there is an effect. So personal and life success is not the cause; it's an effect. And the cause starts within you. It's those inner programs that you developed throughout your life, the information you gathered while you were growing up from people you love, teachers, society, places you lived. So you accepted it, you internalized it, you stopped it, you chose what to believe, or sometimes we often leave our mind wide open and we just take whatever comes and we internalize that. So our beliefs were formed, and this inner programming, some people call it paradigm, it's a set of inner beliefs that literally controls the way we think, the way we feel, our decisions, behavior, actions, results, and therefore the quality of our life. So in order to change the result, the effect, you really need to know the cause. You really need to understand how to work with it, how to change it, how to even spot those patterns, because when you're living in them for many years, they become habitual, automatic, and sometimes people don't even know they have them, or they know they have them, but they have no idea that they may hinder their financial well-being or their relationships or their other goals that they want to achieve, their overall happiness and calmness and peace and joy and love for themselves. So discovering those patterns and basically letting them go. There are different techniques and tools and technologies that can help people do that easily and effectively, and shifting that paradigm, that inner programming, so the person can leave all that mental garbage, which is false, limiting them behind, and move in connected to their true power, to their true potential, to their true resources within them, and move forward towards what they're made for, what they're here for. So that's what I can say in a few words. But of course, it's much more than that. And if you want to know more, please connect with me. I would love to.
Of course. So with all you've said, what do you believe is preventing people from getting the results that they want? What do you believe is preventing them?
Yeah. In our core, every person is pure positive energy. Mm-hmm. That's who you are. It's light. It's perfection. It's completion. It's that beauty. All the problems that we have, difficulties, challenges, issues, is just data that, as I said already, we gathered throughout our lifetime. We accumulated it, we internalize it, because our conscious mind has ability, reasoning ability. You can, when you hear something or when you observe something, your conscious mind, if you're aware of it, can choose whether to say, no, this is not for me and I know better, or just to keep it wide open, and then internalizes in your subconscious mind, which usually is, it doesn't have reasoning ability. It will take whatever you give it, whether it's true or false, whether it's real or unreal. And then people internalize it, and then that data governs their responses, their reaction to life, their self-talk, their life history, because it's your perception. Two people might have similar life history, and one person may perceive it as something that is empowering and led them to their mission, and the other person might feel humiliated as a victim and feel depressed and sorry, and therefore limit herself or himself from other things that he or she can enjoy. So it's actually that data, that mental garbage, the information, memories replaying in you, that controls you if you don't know what's going on, and if you're not taking conscious control of your life. And that's where self-mastery comes.
Yes, I totally agree with you. So with that said, how do people close the gap between their goals and their results? How do they close the gap?
You have to be on the same frequency with your result. And to explain it in more easier terms, we have, if we try to understand our mind, we can just for the purpose of this explanation, imagine that we have two parts to it. It's first part is conscious mind, and the second part is subconscious mind or emotional mind. When you come up with a goal, with an idea to achieve something, to have something, to become professional in some area, you come up with that idea in your conscious mind. It is new to you. Now, your subconscious mind, the paradigm set of inner beliefs that are stored in your subconscious mind, that's what controls you, because it influences the way you think. Therefore, it influences the way you feel, your state, your inner state, and that inner state influences your decisions, your behavior, your actions, and your results. So if your conscious idea to making, let's say, $10,000 this month does not match with that belief inside the subconscious mind about that idea, about whether you deserve it or not, whether you can do it, whether you have ability, whether other people will help you, whether it's going to work or not, I failed in the past, and all that stuff that is going within us. So it has to, the conscious idea has to really align with that paradigm, with set of inner beliefs in your subconscious mind. So you feel at one with it. It feels comfortable to you. It feels that you are in harmony with it. And there are many different levels to it, because many people have heard this idea and worked on this, but still somehow they can't achieve it. So it comes on different levels, because there are many decisions, key decisions we made in our lifetime when we were kids, when we had traumatic experiences, emotional experiences, when we made some decision which had nothing to do with reality and reality about who you are in that moment. And even it has nothing to do with today's reality, but the person still has it. So that alignment of the idea in conscious mind and alignment with subconscious beliefs about it, that's what brings you in harmony with that idea, in alignment with it, and that influences what comes as opportunities, the way you think about it, the way you move in life about it, the way you contact other people, the way they contact you, your decisions, your actions, your results. in short explanation of it. Yeah, because it makes sense. For example, if you are in a fearful state,
Mm-hmm.
you would make a completely different decision if you are in a knowing state, in a state of clarity, in a state of empowerment, in a state of, you know, invincibility.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that from your own experiences. If nothing else that I say makes sense, you know that's true.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And you know what, Zoey? I think consistency and intention is very important in achieving what you've been saying. You have to be consistent with doing those strategies, to implement those things, and to have those alignments in place. You have to be consistent and to be intentional about doing those stuff that will get you to that place. You know?
For
Yes.
sure, because there is momentum in that. And what many people do, what I see, I would say all of us do it from time to time, but many people do it because they don't know, is they make one step forward and 5 steps backwards, and they do it physically and they do it internally as well, emotionally. I'm aligned in this moment, but next 5 hours I'm contemplating on what's missing and what's not working. So yes, of course.
Yes.
And if you are consistent, and if you put yourself in that state and work on that and make it your dominant state, your dominant beliefs, your dominant way of acting and doing things, then it takes momentum, the life of its own, and it pulls you instead of you pushing against something.
Exactly. Exactly. So my next question, Zoey, what is your role as a strategic results and achievement mentor in helping people make their goals and vision a reality?
First of all, that's my personal belief about mentors, coaches, teachers, is that a good mentor, and I will talk about myself, is I am here to remind you who you are and to remind you of your resources that you already have. I'm not here to give anything. And with all tools that I gathered and all my knowledge, I only help you to uncover that power that is in you. Why working with the mentor with me is helpful is because having the experience and knowledge, I can really see very quickly the patterns that are limiting. And I know I have advanced strategies, the most effective tools and technology to help person see it and rip it out and shift it. So then the person is free internally and externally, and is here to do what he or she wants to be doing. So that's that. The other thing, when I work with a person, I provide knowledge. So I help the person expand their awareness, so they're not dependent on me as a mentor or on any gurus, because I believe the only guru is inside of you. And that's the guru that you need to follow. So the person who works with me will actually learn how to help themselves even when they don't work with me. And the most important thing is not just knowledge, because knowledge is just a potential power.
Yes.
Internalization and application of that knowledge, which actually creates the shift. So during the sessions, we find those patterns, and with different techniques, we release them, let them go, and shift them. And between the session, the person has, I wouldn't call it homework. It's some really easy and joyous practices and tools that are very effective, that can help this person really create the inner transformation and shift 24/7 on the go. because I cannot be with that person all the time, and I cannot create transformation for them. The only person who can create transformation is that person.
Yes.
I can provide the best tools for that, and knowledge and support, which I do, but then I need to make sure that the person actually creates this shift. So I provide things that the person does in order to apply it, to master it, to internalize it, and to create that inner shift that the person wants. And also I provide strategies. It's strategic, actionable steps that can bring the person to the goals that the person has, to fulfillment of them. And when you combine that inner readiness and inner alignment with actionable steps and actionable strategies, then it becomes really powerful, because we still need to act and do things. But we can see a lot of examples when people learn, they have strategies, they apply them, and they keep themselves busy because they don't get results that they want. That happens because they don't have that inner alignment and that inner readiness. So it's combination of both that creates it, the power of it. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Powerful, Zoe. So what separates you from everybody else? Like, what makes you that one-of-a-kind mentor? Because you have been so successful with your clients. What makes you that one-of-a-kind mentor?
First of all, I would say my education. For more than 12 years, I've been blessed. I'm so grateful for that. I don't know even how it happened, but I had opportunity to really learn from the best mentors of the world. And they all teach, I would say, about the same thing, but in different ways. So I had opportunity to literally go deep and study different schools, different ways, different tools, different ideas, apply, see what works, what doesn't, how to make it better, because I always think how to make it better, how to make it faster, how to make it more effective for me, for my clients, for everyone that I work with. So also years of personal experience and personal journey, and professional, of course, becoming best-selling author. It wasn't like that. I worked with over 80 joint venture partners all over the world who promoted my book in one day, and putting all that campaign together, which I did by myself, and other projects and other things that people who work with me, like for example, life coaches or speakers or authors or future authors, they benefit tremendously because I went through all of this, and I can share the what works, what doesn't work. Yes. All of that gives me a really unique perspective on how to help people create that shift and create that transformation for themselves. So.
Okay, great. So why is your unique strategic results and achievement mentoring system so effective? Again, you've helped so many clients, you have so many testimonials. Why is that unique strategic results and achievement mentoring system so powerful? How is it so effective?
There are three main pillars of it. The first one is, as I call it, being free from internal turmoil and healing yourself from inside. Yes. Because your results will appear when you heal yourself from inside. It is letting go of all the data and false negative limiting beliefs. That helps, it gives so much, because it helps person to be, I wouldn't say completely stress-free, but 80-70% of stress that is there would leave when all that baggage that you drag with you for 40, 20, 50 years will disappear and evaporate. So providing tools and technology for doing that really helps person release fears, limitations, anxiety, inner conflicts, inner turmoil that takes so much energy and so much of our time, that negative self-talk, self-condemnation, feeling I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, and all the things that humans have, right? Everyone does to some extent.
Yes.
So mastering yourself and really clearing all of that would leave a lot of space for creation, for breathing, for just being free in this moment and enjoying life inside out, wherever you are, no matter what's happening outside of you.
Yes.
Just being quiet with yourself and enjoying the moment and enjoying who you are, enjoying and loving being you, and really appreciating every step of your journey, because it led you to who you are and it made you this amazing person that you truly are. So that's the first pillar. The second pillar is transformation of your results, so the outer healing. The first part will give, it's I would say one of the most important part for transformation of your results. It's probably about 80% is your mindset, and the rest is just actionable steps and strategies. But they are still important.
Yes.
You still need to do things. And when you combine the inner readiness and inspired actions, that's where all the greatest human achievements came from. It's combination of this inner alignment and inspired actions.
Yes.
And we can hear it, like when you hear a music that was inspired, so inspired actions led to it. We can hear it comparing to some technical song that was just written. So that's what makes it a hit. And that's why you want to listen to it, because there is something there that resonates with your core. And same thing we can say about literature, movies, anything, right? So it's those two pieces put together. And when you're free from internal turmoil, and then you're free from external turmoil, and third pillar is just giving yourself a gift of this freedom of living the life on your terms, inside and out, living the joy and happiness of really who you truly are in every aspect. And with that, when you are in that state, whoever you meet, wherever you go, you will touch with that, and you will spread, and you will have, even when you don't do anything, a lot of things to give to the world, with your smile, with your touch, with your word, with everything. And actually giving yourself the gift of doing and being who you came here to be, because everyone came here to be, do, and have something very special. Each person has that special talent, that true potential. So then you can really spread your wings and really unfold that power, that greatness, that strength within you, and do what you were supposed to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I tell my clients, live your truth, and your truth is abundance in all aspects of your life. And once you have that as your truth, and then you implement like all those strategies that you've mentioned, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. You know, so that's it. No wonder why your system is so powerful. It is very effective, you know, very effective. So you have a freebie for our audience today. You want to tell us what that is?
It's self-esteem and self-confidence booster.
Okay.
It's an MP3. You can call it either affirmation or meditation. It's about 10 minutes long, and it helps you to create this inner readiness and alignment with the good that you desire. And also develop the mindset that is essential for attracting abundance, success, and well-being in your life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm sure they appreciate it. So for our audience who is watching right now and they love what they've heard so far, how can they make contact with you if they're interested in working with you? They've heard of your program and they realize it is effective. How can they contact you?
I think the best way would be my website, which is strategicresultsmentor.com. So www.strategicresultsmentor.com.
So again, if you want to contact Zoey, it's www.strategicresultsmentor.com. So that's her contact. You go to her website and you make contact with her. I'm sure many persons would love to work with you, Zoey. And I'm so thankful that you took the time from your busy schedule to come on over on Mindset Success to share with our audience. I've learned a lot from you, so I can imagine our audience. They must have learned a lot. Thank you so very much for coming and share with us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and it's been a pleasure being here.
And for our audience, thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. And we look forward to you sharing with us for the rest of 4 days that we have. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.